coming to you to the Sunshine News in the Sunshine News headquarters, which is in my house. I have a brand new story out today that is breaking news right now. We just learned that the sheriff, Sheriff Chris Caber, has been exonerated on all charges which were levied against him by the State Ethics Board. Here's the sheriff himself. I actually just got to speak to him on the phone briefly for a few moments, and here's the conversation I had with him in full. Tell me about, what happened today and how did you find out?
Well, it all started really last June. In June of 2023, I made a decision to temporarily reassign one of my sergeants to oversee the detective division, and that decision was called into question only because that sergeant happened to be a relative of mine. It was a sound decision. I still believe it was a sound decision. It was not allowed to happen because I was informed that it was going to be viewed as an ethical violation. Well, I didn't want anything to do with violating any ethical conditions of the law, and I've never done that in my entire career. And so I completely backed out of that immediately and reassigned that decision to another supervisor.
Well, let me jump in here for a sec. This really speaks to the balance of power, I think, in the county, based between the Board of Commissioners and the sheriff. What does this decision state for precedence on, the Board of Commissioners stepping into the sheriff's duties?
Well, I mean, some will say that they had a duty to report it. They believed it to be unethical, so they only did what they had to do. I see it completely different because what I told the Ethics Commission today was what I would have discussed with them at the time. The Ethics Commission heard all of the facts. When the facts were put together, there was nothing to go forward with. The commissioners at a local level could have done the same thing, but they refused to discuss it with me.
Yeah.
They had their mind made up. So we just had to live through this for the last 10 months. It personally it cost me an attorney, and I believe that the county now owes me those fees back because it should have never happened. And the commission, in their vote today, 7-1, 7-0, in favor of not moving forward, that there was no ethical violation, let alone 3 of them affirmed the fact that I did nothing wrong.
Well, Sheriff, I can't say that I can't say that I like the way things turned out, but I am definitely happy that you're no longer in trouble.
Yeah, me too. And the other thing is, what's really sad about it is that the decision that I made would have been helpful for real victims in this county, that they were denied that.
Yeah.
There are victims that our detective division needs to be strong. It does not need to be weak. It needs to be fully staffed. It does not need to be operating at 30% of potential. I tried to fix that, and I was not allowed to. So if you talk about the balance of power, you're talking about a sheriff who by statutory authority has the right to organize his office being interfered with by people weaponizing something like the Ethics Commission to get something to happen differently than the elected official believes should be happening. And it's just a sad state I think we're in right now. I don't think we'll live in it forever, but currently that's where we live.
Well, we have a big election coming up in the next couple of days, and maybe this will sway which way people vote.
Well, their vote could never be more important than it is this time.
Yeah, I hear you saying that. Well, sir, you're busy. Go celebrate. Have a cocktail and enjoy your afternoon because you deserve it, sir.
Well, I will. I'll have a Diet Coke anyway, but we will enjoy it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Bye, Chris.
Okay, bye-bye. Now, to recap, the sheriff has been exonerated on all charges, which is a great thing for Klamath County as well as for the sheriff's office because, quite frankly, we can put this chapter finally behind us after a very long battle. We can finally rest easy. The sheriff is no longer in jeopardy, and we are now back in business in terms of a community. I'm Christopher German for the Sunshine News. Thanks for watching, and that's breaking news for you.